Hi everyone, it's good to have you join me again today. And today I'm super excited to be here, and I'm so pleased to be talking about this topic that I want to talk about today, because when I started my journey, I wish that I saw someone at least talk about these things. There are a lot of people talking about marriages and all of the good stuff, but there are very few people that are talking about what happens after the marriage ends and how to navigate or what to expect after the marriage ends. And that's what I'm going to be talking about today. So if you're someone that is in that phase, someone that is confused, you don't know what is going to happen, you're scared of what is going to happen when you step out of that abusive marriage, and this video is for you, because in this video I'm going to be talking about 5 hard truths that I wish I knew before my separation/divorce started. So let's just go straight into the video. So the first thing I'm going to tell you is that separation/divorce feels like grief. Yes, to grieve. You're going to grieve the time you had with that person. You're going to grieve who you were before the marriage, especially if you were someone that dimmed your light so that your partner could feel okay and fine. You're going to grieve that person that you were before you entered into the marriage. You're going to grieve the routines that you had. You're going to grieve so many things. Even if you prayed for the marriage to end or you really wanted to leave that abusive marriage, trust me sis, you're going to grieve. No one is talking about how divorce stroke separation really feels like grief. As someone that has lost close family members, I can tell you that it's exactly the same thing. But this time, there are no flowers. You won't receive sympathy like you do when you lose somebody. You're going to just receive instead lies, rumors, and I will talk about that later. But this just feels like a grief. You're going to be grieving a lot. Some days you feel you're okay, other days you feel like you're drowning. But I want you to know that regardless of how it feels, that God is there for you and He will never leave you nor forsake you. The second hard truth I'm going to tell you about when going through separation/divorce is that your name is going to be soiled. There is going to be a smear campaign against you. Let's be real. It is going to happen. People are going to make up stories. They are going to twist facts. They will change narrative to paint you as the terrible person. Especially as a woman and especially as a Black woman, please just know that people are going to lie on you. People are going to try to make up stories to make even you feel like you were responsible for the crash of the marriage, that you were responsible for how the marriage ended, that you were responsible for the abuse that you faced. People are going to lie on you. They are going to make up stories. Remember that people tell themselves stories that makes them feel good and sleep well at night. Even in divorce, they will make up stories just so they can sleep well at night. Stories that they know nothing about. Your name is going to come up in conversations that you were not even invited to. Let's be real, you cannot control it. You have to just brace up yourself to face it. It is one of those things that comes with separation and divorce. And it's going to hurt you a lot, because sometimes the people that you trust so much, the people that you confidently could say, oh no, these are in my corner, they are the ones that are going to lie the most about you. I just want you to know that when that time comes, or even if you're in that stage now, that you're not alone. I have been there. People are going to lie on you. As a Black woman, please don't let that take your focus away from what you're going to achieve or what you plan to do with your life or how you're going to navigate that process, because these smear campaigns are only a distraction. And then if you focus so much on the smear campaign, you can start having health challenges. I have heard of women that started having high blood pressure, panic attacks, and all of those evil stuff just that they were trying to defend their name. Don't even try to do it. I also faced this, but I thank that God opened my eyes to see that it was a device of the devil. It was one of his schemes. The Bible says that we should not be ignorant of the devices of the devil. Smear campaigns against you is actually one of the devices of the devil to get you to keep explaining yourself, and ultimately it will lead you to health challenges like blood pressure, heart palpitation, anxiety. So I would advise you, take take it from someone that has been there, I would advise you to please, as much as you can, ignore whatever it is that they are saying. Know that God is on your side, and if you're being truthful, know that one day God will vindicate you. The third thing I'm going to tell you, sis, is that your children are going to be fine. You can see that I am smiling because they are definitely going to be fine. I can't believe I'm the one telling you this, but trust me, sis, your kids are going to be fine. When mine started, I was always worried. I would stay up at night thinking, oh my God, what am I doing? What have I done? What am I wanting to do? Oh my God, my children, am I going to alter their lives with this decision? Oh, how are they going to move forward? Will they be able to understand? I had lots of worries in my head, but I am here to tell you that your kids will be just fine. Be honest with you, sis. Your kids are not looking for perfect parents. They are looking for a peaceful and a happy parent. So if you are able to provide your kids with a peaceful environment that is safe, that is conducive, they can be themselves in, I promise you they're going to be just fine. Another advice that I'm going to give to you is that you draw close to God and that you rely on God to help you answer the questions that are going to come, because trust me, they're going to ask you questions, but don't worry about it. You'll be able to navigate it when you rely on God for wisdom. And by living an abusive marriage, sis, you'll be teaching your children to love themselves more and to be able to choose themselves. And trust me, that's a big life lesson that they're going to take along with them all the days of their life. So quit worrying about whether you're altering their life in a negative way or whether you have destroyed their lives, because you have not destroyed their lives. And like I said, I want you to really rely on God for wisdom to answer questions that are going to come, because they're going to ask you questions, but God is there and He's going to see you through. The other thing that I would like you to know, sis, when going through separation and divorce, is that you're going to lose friends and sometimes even family members. But that is God's way of exposing the wolf in sheep clothing. That is God's way of letting you know that those people that you lose are not supposed to follow you into your next season. It's going to be very hard at first. You're going to feel like, oh my God, why are they not understanding that I was drowning? But it's okay. It's not everyone that is supposed to understand the process that God is taking you through. One thing I want you to know, that with the exit of those friends and family members, God has created space in your life for the people that He wants to bring in, for the people that are genuinely going to love you. Some family members are going to feel so ashamed that you left your marriage. They're going to be so disappointed that you left something that was drowning you, that was sniffing the life out of you. Some friends are going to gaslight, even family members, gaslight you, twist words, lie on you, but then you'll be able to really tell who they are when divorce happens. And I think that's one of the advantages that I saw when I went through my own separation and divorce, because I was able to then see people for who they truly are, and then I was able to also know where they stand. So some people are just going to go silent. Some people are going to enable your abuser. Some people are going to lie. And if that lie will make them feel better and sleep well at night, believe me, they are going to shout it over the rooftop. But don't worry, God is only creating space, taking out the bad eggs so that He can replace them with genuine people that He has in stock for you. You will soon come to realize that the people that God would then bring into your life will love you for who you are, not who you were in the marriage, or not who they wanted you to be, or not who they thought you should be. You will see that the people that God is going to bring into your life will love you for exactly who you are right now in that season that you are in. The fifth hard truth that I'm going to bring to your notice is that co-parenting is not a joke. You heard me right, sis. Co-parenting with someone that abused you is not a joke. It is not a one-time thing that you figure out. It's a daily decision that you will make. You have to daily decide to co-parent in peace for the peace, stability, and well-being of your children. You will need patience, the type that only God can give. Because trust me, there are some days that you want to scream and then you have to pause and think, how is this going to affect my child? Because with co-parenting, you have to think about it in the long term. You have to think about the mental, psychological, and emotional well-being of your children. That's why I said you need a lot of patience, the type that only God can give, because trust me, co-parenting with someone that abused you is very hard. But then again, when you think about it, that this divorce or separation, it's not the fault of the children. And so you would think, why should you make them bear the cross of what they know nothing about? Divorce has taught me a lot. It broke me for some time, but it also made me to find myself again by leading me closer to God. So if you're going through it right now, I want you to know that you're not alone, you're not crazy, and with God on your side, you're going to get through it. I promise you, it's not always going to feel heavy. Some days you'll be able to breathe, and that's when you know that healing has started. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if any of this hits home, please drop a comment and let's talk about it. We heal better when we do it together. See you in my next video. God bless you and keep you safe. Bye.